Hello. Hope everyone's doing well. It's Friday. And I got off a little early, so I'm like, you know what? Before I get busy, let's live stream a little bit. We are going to be working on a new mod that I wanted to throw together here. I'm working with Verlia with modeling to make a creature mod. So we are going to work on AI for weapons. Here would be a nice little break from magic. Alright, so it looks like... Yeah, I was working on swimming. I think I figured out the swimming. After being in the water so long, wyverns are going to... Well, they're gonna go into fly mode and fly out. Let's see... I do have another mode to where, depending on the damage that you do when they're flying and you hit them, it has a chance of knocking them out of the sky and bringing them back down. So let's test it out with a... I actually want to see how hard some of this stuff hits. So 5? Okay, so with the iron flax hitting a wyvern, you have a 25% chance on hit to knock it down. Let's try it. Okay, see, so it knocked it out of the sky there. Good, at least that's working. Dead bodies do not swim anymore, which is good. I wonder how long it's going to be dead for. Oh, you know what? Wonder if we should do something with the model to where, like, the eye closes. Maybe. So what are we gonna work on? I think a lot of the wandering is good. Got a dragon under here? Yep. It's just chilling. Just chilling. All right, why don't we... What do we want to work on next? I guess I can start the aggression, the logic for aggression. So we are going to need a seek. We will need 2 kinds of seek, I think. Yeah, I think we're going to need 2 kinds of seek. We're going to need one type when it's flying, and the other type is going to be for when it's on the ground, because I think those are going to be 2 totally different kinds of seek. And I can verify that by going into my magic mod. And I'll look at the AI tasks that I drew up. I think there was a distinct difference on how it traverses. Because obviously flight's it doesn't really care about obstacles in the way, because there are none, right? For the most part. You know, it's not like it's gonna fall down a canyon or anything. Where are my AI tasks? Where are you? Creatures, elemental, sentry, familiar. Ah, here we go, AI tasks. Okay, so I do have a seek while flying and a seek. Let's see them side by side. Because this could have been just from my old mod, right? Like, we all learn new things as we go. I can tell you already, the seek while flying does have... Oh, actually, you know what? It may not have extra variables. It has 1 extra variable, and it's actually not using damage type right now either, the flying one. What is the extra variable? Is it just garbage? Stop when target reached. So this will be a little different then. So let's see, we have seek, we have recently hurt. So it looks like a lot of this so far is just about the same. Do 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 do. See, this is square distance 2. Oh, no, it's the same thing. Okay, that's the same thing. Get nearest entity. Start, execute. Here we go. Path, walk towards path, navigate to a sink. So they are indeed different. I thought that was like the major difference. It's just like how it traverses the path. Flying needs to do one thing with certain calculations. Being on the ground's going to require something else. You know, now this is an interesting thing. Wouldn't it be something if I found a way to make underground creatures? I'm not talking about in caves. I'm talking about creatures that, like, burrow into blocks. Kind of like a Diglett. That would be interesting right there. I love this thing. I actually put a bunch of soda in it. So... It is not water this time. Okay, so I do need to specify the difference here. Don't save. Alright, so let's, let's keep it open, because I have to migrate both of those over. Anything else that I need to do before I shut down? It's kind of going down. Oh, wait. There we go. And it converted. That was a pretty good conversion to go from like swimming to being in the water. And if it's in the water too long, like how it is right now, it's trying to get out of water. If it doesn't successfully get like fully out of water, like right now, it's just gonna start. It's gonna get aggravated. There we go. And it just wants to get out. So my thought was, when you're near like beaches and stuff, I don't want to see these things just swimming slowly in water and become easy targets. Like the AI that I gave them says, you know what, I'm getting aggravated, and after so long, they're just gonna start flying. And you know what? I could probably put a check based on their positional data. To where if they are over water, then they will not try to land. That is something that I gotta remember. You know what? I could do that right now. I think it's like I could use the rain height, because I just care about whatever's the block that's closest to the sky, right? So on game tick, we're gonna add that. I will say, will not try to land if over water. I'm not sure if I can do this. I'm not sure. Water or lava. I will include lava in there as well. I'll put this as a to-do because I don't want to write it yet. Let's get seek in there, in here first. And then, because I still have to decide, when do Wyverns decide to fly? I don't want them to fly all the time. And, hey, new subscriber! Lieutenant Mag, how you doing? Hello. I'm doing all right today. It's Friday. I am a little tired. The past, like, 3 or 4 days now. Baby Triangle has been... I've only gotten like 2 to 3 hours of actual sleep in the past like 4 days, so my eyes are a little tired, but it's Friday. I'm optimistic. So I may make some mistakes here and there, but yeah, it's crazy too, because like I used to pull like Iron Man stuff. I once played EverQuest 2 for literally 3 days straight. And the only times I stopped were to like use the bathroom pretty much. We're talking day and night. But I wanted to do something. It's one of those things where like you get so tired that it's harder to fall asleep. Rest if you need to, don't push yourself too much. Yeah, I think I'm okay. That's why I figured, you know what, I want to work on this anyways, because freaking who doesn't want wyverns in their world, right? And I think they're coming out really, really good with the AI. It's taken a lot to smooth this out because I had to give them like two. I mean, it's a dual. It's a ground/flying entity. I'd like to see a saddle on these things, and I want to fly them. And this is the male too. The female does have a different model. And then their wyvern hatchlings will also have a different model. But yeah, no, I think I'm okay. Tonight I'll be able to get some decent sleep. So that's good. We have Mama coming over. So Mom's gonna watch the child while I sleep. It'll be great. It's gonna be so great. Yeah, I understand. You have the feeling of not sleeping so long. Yeah, you're tired. Yeah. I've still been eating. Like I'm still able to work. You know, fix like complex problems at work and stuff. Like but it's getting to the point where it's like I'm maybe a little more irritable than I normally would be. But other than that, right? It is what it is. My eyes feel tired. they're definitely tired. But I'm doing pretty good. Let's put in some seek entity here, or seek logic. So I'm gonna have to have two different things here. The first seek, of course, is gonna have to be the ground. The second one's gonna be flying. I don't think I'm gonna have to do too much. Let's save this. Yeah, and this new mod right now is called Mystic Legends. It may, you know what I should do? Let's go. I gotta do something fast over here. Because I'm not sure what name we're actually gonna give this. Go and bam. All right. Yep. For now, it's going to be Mystic Legends. We were thinking about like lore and legends, or there was another good name. Shoot. It was something else. It was something else. But oh man, it's gonna bother me now. I forgot what the name was. See, and that's part of the no sleeping. I'm going to forget little things like that. Man, it is getting dark outside. You know what? I think we're gonna get a thunderstorm soon. Damn thunderstorms. Alright, so for AI tasks, let's just put them in the main folder here. I think what I can do. All right, I'm gonna try and do something a little different because I do have these two things made already. I'm going to open the containing path. I want these two seeks. I'm gonna open this folder. So basically, I've just copy and pasted them in. Oh my god, and they showed up right away? What? All right, we're gonna have to change a couple things, so this should be LM, or M, oh my god, ML, well, not LM. We will say no to that. And we're gonna say no to, I wanna edit these manually, yeah, because they still have the rustbound magic. So, there we go. And the idea, I'm trying to make these AI tasks to, because I think Verlia wants to make a model for a Griffin as well. So this is, there's going to be a couple, like, ground/flying creatures that are going to be in this mod. So that being said, there we go. Yeah, that being said, I'm trying to make all the AI tasks universal to some degree. Because it doesn't make sense to have something for like a wyvern when a wyvern and a griffin and a dragon, right? You know, like the legit thick dragon. You know, they're all gonna have like a ground behavior, and then they're all gonna have certain behaviors when they're flying. So, did not know my cat was in here. Hey, Bingy. Cat just stopped, looked at me like he side-eyed me, and then kind of squinted and then just kept going. It's great. He must not be hungry for any treats or anything. my cat's so bad. Treat? What? My human didn't mention treats before. Alright, so we're gonna paste this in twice. I need the regular seek. I'm gonna need the seek while flying. So we gotta register these AI tasks. Oh my god, I spelled this totally wrong. What am I doing? Seek entity while flying. Here we go. Seek entity while flying. Right? AI task seek entity while flying ML. Perfect. This would just be seek entity. This is seek entity. Now it's gonna be upset because we now have to change the namespace, because these namespaces are still for the old mod. So once we do this, there we go. Now everything should register fine. Let me get the sentry. Let's get some of the sentry logic, because I've just worked on that for seeking. At least it's gonna be it's gonna be pretty good for. There we go. I really, it sounds like there's like thunder outside too. Let me check on my phone fast, because I'm getting distracted and I keep thinking like, is it gonna storm? Thunderstorm's possible. Great. Special weather statement. What do we got? Lay it on me. Special weather! Oh. Thunderstorms could produce gusts of up to 50 miles per hour. It's not a shelter in place, so I think we're good. Woo! That was a rumble. That was a rumble. I actually really like thunderstorms. I don't know what it is. They're relaxing to me. Maybe it's a sense of, like, imminent destruction. And I'm like, okay. I can get behind this. Shut up my phone. There we go. Alright, let's put these AI tasks in. So I'm gonna have to change, right? It's gonna be ML. So I have an on-hit aggro, and then I'm going to have aggro 1, aggro 2, aggro 3. Instead of walk, this is going to be fly. Fly, 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 and fly. So this should be all right, and it's only going to attack you if it has that line of sight as well. so let's hop in. I think there's something else that I'm gonna have to do. The animations may be a little weird. We'll transition some from flying to ground, just to see how it turns out. And what is this? Oh, this is if magic is unlocked. Well, I don't have magic in the game, so that is that. We can get rid of that too. And get rid of those two. So that was just for any kind of elemental attribute. So lightning elementals won't attack other lightning elementals and then just continuously heal themselves. This mod is not going to initially run off of the my elemental system, but I would like to see elemental themed wyvern. So I want to see like a fire wyvern, frost wyvern, arcane, that kind of stuff eventually. That's good. All right, Seek Entity. Well, they don't have any attacks, so GM1. It's not quite what I want. So they are flying. What I need to do... Oh, you know what? Wow, that was crazy. If I suddenly drop off, just know it's because of thunderstorms. Let me just save everything. Let me just save everything. You know what I need to do? It's running these AI tasks. These creatures should not be chasing me with the flying AI task. What they need to do is do a check to see if it's a ground creature or not, or if they're using their brain, like their ground brain or their flying brain. So let's go into the Seek Entity. And I believe I want to do with a should. I don't know if I want to do should execute or start execute. Continue execute. So I think I want to put it in 3 places, this check. The first check will be in should execute. And basically, I will say, right off the bat, I will say if entity is entity wyvern. Right? So if you are a wyvern, right? And I'm gonna have to do a static cast with this because I'm gonna need to access wyvern logic here. So do this entity dot is currently flying. So I need to put this as another if statement. If... Yeah, saving's a good idea. Alright, well, I'm gonna head out to sleep now. See ya. Good luck with the mod, and hope you have a good rest of your stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, get plenty of sleep. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. Yeah. Alright, so if it's a wyvern and it's currently flying, return false. This is going to be the first thing we do. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to create a new method, a new private method. It's going to be a private void, and I'll say... entity creature check. Because when I inevitably add like a griffin, the dragon, right, any kind of flying creature into this, I will need them to I will need to do a check, right, to see if this thing is actually going to, you know, require, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna have to expand this. I might as well put it in a method now. And what I should probably do is, this shouldn't be a void, this can be a bool. That could be a bool, and then I can have a return true. Yeah. Or return false. So I think this is better. We're going to test it out. I'm pretty sure I could just pop this in now to right here. Hey, I know this song. Oh, I already have this saved. Ah. Oh, duh. There we go. We'll play this song. That was pretty funny. I'm like, wait a minute. I like this song. I'm playing off of a playlist, my stream playlist now. All right, so I'm going to just put this in. Should execute. This should stop. Once these guys change their AI tasks, I'll let them run into me here so they can stop. All right, so they are... Okay, so they were wandering. Ooh, I don't know if this is going to work. You know what? Instead of trying to do this this way, it would have been nice to have a private... Oh, wait. I created a variable outside... I created a method outside of my... I created a new method, basically. So what I'm going to have to do is shut down, rebuild, and start again, because all of that's not going to trigger. It's not going to be loaded. Build, success, start. So it could be working. I would like for this to work. I can foresee... I mean, geez, you know, like the having a mod where it's like, you know, mythical creatures. Oh man, mythical creatures would have been a good name. Mythical legends. All right, so GM1. All right, so they're still kind of trying to fly into me. So it's still not what I want. So I'll just kind of cut it out. I will keep this. I'm not sure if the should execute is enough. Oh, wait, I need to invert this. Ha! So it could be working. All right, everyone hit me. There we go. So that is working. So let's try this then. I'm going to cut this. We're going to head back into here. I will paste this in. I forgot to invert. So only... it's funny because the flying monsters would not have aggroed me, only the ground with the flying logic. Nope, I guess I can't. I guess I can't do that. Oh, wait a minute. I know what I need to do. Let's open up a bool, and I will say... checked, or I'll say can run equals true, right? So I will have the initial true here, and then I will do this, right? So if it's this, hit it to false, and then save. Fireball. So let them all run into me here. Okay, so I guess that's not the case. So I'll just cut this out. I'm not going to use that bool or that method here. So I'll pop it into here for should execute. I need to come down here for maybe start execute. I'll put in another check. Oh, you know what? I don't need it in here. I do need it in continue execute. Because if you knock one of these out of the sky, I want it to fall and be stunned. So let's, here we go. Let them run into me. Kind of wake them all up here. Where's that other one? Come here, Dargan. There you go. Brr. Let's try to do a reload. Alright, so they're not attacking me. I'm just kind of wandering around, looking around. Alright. Alright, so maybe it needed a quick refresh. But we'll see. Okay, so let's make these things fly. I will re-enable another AI task here. So I had this for testing purposes. Basically, if I interact with them, like hit them or right-click on them, it will toggle them into, like, for instance, flying, right? So if I toggle that on, seek. So it is seeking me because, yeah. It needs to be faster, first of all. That needs to be faster. So that is working. All right, so fly for the speed. Let's double the speed and let's really have it work in its wings. I love that, like with the wings up. It's so good. So good. Grab a little more soda. Another thing with these dragons, when they spawn, they will spawn on the ground. So if they were flying in the world reloads, they will revert back to their ground brain. I don't quite like the wing flap. Okay. So it looks like I need to ignore idle. That wing flap looks a lot better. Idle running at the same time is kind of meh. Hey, Juno. Those look beautiful. Yeah, this is gonna be fun having these creatures in, let me tell you. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I need to copy a couple methods here. Yeah, this is gonna be one of them. I need two. I need these two. So I'm gonna have to disable idle if idle is running. Is basically what I need to do. So let's paste this in, and so for the new animation, if it's a flying wyvern, they need to have fly. I need to disable walk. I also need to disable idle as well. The rest of this stuff, like if it's swimming, I don't need to do anything else because it should already be in like fly brain. There we go. So let's put this in for the triggering of the new. Here we go. I'll put it in right here. I'll say this dot trigger new animation. We will also put this up here somewhere. Where is it? Here we go. Right here, right in the beginning on the should execute. I will make sure that it will disable idle before. All right, so let's drop it down. So seek entity while flying. I need to put something in here now. So it should have stopped executing, like once it's on the ground. Ooh, I gotta fix this. So this is new. Oops. We'll do a new block position. I have to make this dimension aware. We'll put it in dimension 0. There we go. Paste that in. There we go. I think that may be the only thing I need to do there. So can continue. Oh, I don't want the check here. Duh. I want the check right here. This is what I want. Okay, this should work like drastically different now. There we go. See, it stopped right away. All right, so doesn't want to eat my biscuits because it's in ground mode. Put on fly brain, and it went right into seek. Like it saw me right away. That's what I want. I want the big wing flaps here. There we go. Now it's trying to seek me again. And I can knock it out of the ground. Oh, look at that. 25% chance I knocked it out of the ground right there. Flee on damage! It's trying to run away. I totally forgot it had that behavior. How long is it gonna flee on damage? No, we're changing that. This thing's a mighty beast. It's not gonna be like the drifter. Like forever run away from you. What's this? 60-second duration? You know what? A 5-second duration. Is that a 75% chance to flee? Let's make it a 15% chance. On hitting it, honestly, it would act more like a stun. Because it's going to try to flee. Oh, and health is below. So this thing's health must be pretty low. I can't tell what its health is, but it's got to be low. I'll stop picking on you then. Come here, blue dragon. Dragon. There we go. All right, so it was idle for a moment and then went right to seek mode. I think it should. I think maybe it should be a little faster, or maybe it needs a little more pep in its step. Oh, wait a minute. This is on hit while aggroed. I only changed one of the 4. Great. Magic damage by type. I can get rid of this. Because I actually this was from my elemental creatures mod, right? So I don't need to worry about parsing this stuff through. Just like that. There we go. Let's make the wings flap with a little more veracity. Let's increase the speed across the board. And we're gonna have to reload the JSON. Ah, dang, man. That's Storm. Let's see. When's the special weather statement over? 4:30. Must be severe. My weather app had rain in the background. Looks like nothing else. Nothing else is happening. All right, you, white dragon. Oh yeah, look at that. This thing's gonna be shooting fireballs at you, by the way. Dang. Nah. See, it successfully ran into me, which would be your chance to like attack, right? Ooh, I knocked it out of the sky with my fist. That's great. Okay, you know what? I think I may have an issue here because I know I'm not doing more than 1 point of damage for dismounting it. So let's take a look at that code here. So if it's flying and the damage is greater than or equal to 1F, then I get a random number, which would be out of like 100 or something. And then I say like 20, or let's say it rolls a 20. Is 20 less than or equal to 1 times 5, which would be a 5% chance, right? If that is true, all right, so let's say that's 75. 75 would be greater, so it would not switch the logic off. Well, it shouldn't. Let me just take it, unless I'm getting super duper freaking lucky with the randoms. Oh, it needs to be a true random. I need to say this dot world dot random, next random. Let's make it a true random. And I'll say was hit the percent equals. Sounds like someone's beating garbage can lids out there. There we go. So that's the random number. I also want to see the damage. DMG mod for modifier. Oh, I interacted with it by hitting it. Oh, no wonder why, duh! It's on interaction right now, so any hit automatically shuts off the brain. I can right-click on it or I can left-click. Totally forgot. Ha, no, it's working. It's working. Oh, jeez. Come on, Vice. Jesus. That means if you hit these things with a powerful enough spell, you will knock them out of the sky. Which I think is pretty damn cool. Not only that, like some of the magic spells, you'll be able to one-shot these things. And then maybe steal their souls with soul magic. Make a loyal minion out of it. Alright. So I think that is working pretty well. It looks like idle was a running animation, and it instantly clears it from active. So that looks pretty damn good. Yeah, you're trying to get my biscuits, huh? Boop. There you go. Oh, wait. There we go. Shut it off. There we go. I was gonna say, wait, who's over there? Oh, it's a butterfly. Run away, butterfly. Hey, how's that one going? Oh, that one probably went in water. All right. Hey, Oats. Did you have a good sleep last night? Nope. Little man still, I did go to bed early, and it's a good thing I did. He got up again. That's okay. That's all right. I'll be able to sleep tonight. Butterfly dreams of being a wyvern. It does. Like, man, if I go on water, I get stuck forever. I don't even get the sweet release of death. I just, I just keep flapping my wings in the water. All right, let's save that. So the flying seek is working pretty damn well. Let's look at the regular seek right now. So I'm gonna have to do similar things here. So the first thing I'm gonna need is the should, right? I need this to see if it should even activate this. And they would have to say if it's flying, right? Because now this is the invert, this is the other brain. But they do have the power to cause lag and mass. Yeah, they've got power beyond the scope of reality in this game, huh? What is lag? It's where your reality shatters, man. Alright, try tactical retreat. Here we go. Continue, execute. I need the same thing here. Again, it's gotta be if it's flying. And I think I just need to bring in the animation trigger. And the the animation, the trigger new animation to initialize it. This is gonna have to change. So if this is not flying, which that's the brain it should have on, I will need walk here. Walk, 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 walk. And then this will have to be fly. I would want to shut off any form of flying. And you know what? I think idle can run. Because it will be, I don't have to rely on the wing flapping, and I think it would give it enough variant to, like, make it look a little different when it's running. Oh, what am I doing? Hold on, just shut down. Just shut down. I created some, couple methods there, so we have to rebuild. Ah, thunder. What do you got going on today, Oats? I think our power just dipped here. It's funny because, right, like when you're in your house, your fans, right, you can tell if power dips because your fans suddenly like get, you know, they dim, right? And it's like that's what my power just did. So I may be losing power. No, I think we're losing power. Maybe we'll see. Famous last word. It says I still have internet. Lights are still on. Stop dimming! How's the overall progress going? Great. I'm building everything in a way to where, like, when the griffins and the like the dragons, elder dragons, whatever else is gonna be like a hybrid of ground and flight, it should be pretty straightforward with them. My lights are freaking dimming right now. We'll see. We'll see how long it lasts. I may not be streaming for that much longer because once my computer shuts off, I'm just gonna step away. I've been sleeping too much. Been stealing your sleep, clearly. We need to give it back. You give it back, meanie. So mean. I don't think I need 3 levels of aggro. I think 2 levels of aggro is sufficient. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. So I need to say flying. There we go. I'm trying to like label things as I go here. Right, so and then this will be ground, because technically it is 2 separate brains. There we go. And this should just be seek entity. Seek entity. Seek entity. Their seek range, I'm not gonna have it be 30, I'll have it be like, I'll have it be 15, 20, and then the seek range will be 30 when you aggro it. But I think, with melee, it's not gonna see you from, like, you know, super duper far away. If it's flying, I think it makes sense that it would have better, better sight, right? So it would be able to see you from further. Learning new stuff always drains me, combined with heat that makes me not want to do much equals sleepy oats. So they're seeking me right now. Except for this guy who's just like, oh, okay. Okay. I think they just need to wake up here. Because they were... I didn't restart the game, so let me put them in fly mode. Yeah, see, they're stuck in, like, walk. Watch this. So they're like that. If I save and quit... it's weird it does this sometimes when I make big changes like I just did. We're gonna rebuild. And... duh. I also need to change up these tasks a bit. Let's make this 5-6, 5-7, 5-8. You know, I'll do a 5-1, 5-2, and 5. 5-1, 5-2. I'll make this one 5-3 and 5-4. This will be 5-5 and 5-6. Their priorities were all the same, which I definitely do not endorse. Was there anything else that I needed to do? Oh, when in... Okay, never mind. I was going to say, when in emotional state, that's wrong. Oh, and their animations need to be different. So ground should be walk. They're tap dancing. Good old tap dancing. So the power stopped kind of dimming there, so maybe we're in the clear. Uh-oh. No, my soda! It spilled! No! That's what I get for playing with it. Be all sticky now. She said. There we go. All right, I think we're good. Messy Vice, yeah. You know what? Totally worth it. It didn't really get... Oh, I got on my cell phone a little bit. That's fine. There we go. Just wipe it off on the shirt. Perfect. The bees are gonna love me. Damn it. Got it all over. Why? Cool. All right. Did I build? Yes. Let's hop back in. So this should correct their logic. So they're not going to like seeing me whether they're in the ground or well, on the ground or in the air. We got something wrong. So flying's working. There we go. All right. So I need to find a way to naturally wake these up. So right now it's doing 5.4, 5.4, 5.4. So they're all doing the same thing. Looks like that guy's fine. Well, if he sees me, is he gonna hate me? So, it briefly went to seek. Oh, okay, yep. So it does hate me. But I guess it lost line of sight. So let's wake these things up here. And by wake them up, let's double check that I'm actually doing this stuff right, because I could be doing this totally wrong, too. So should execute. If this is flying, then we hit false. And then we go a little further. And we should probably look to see... Okay, so right in here, continue execute. If the entity is a wyvern, if the wyvern is flying, then we shut off. So obviously they're on the ground, so it's just bypassing this. They are kind of walking in place, so we are triggering this. I don't think I need this, but I may need this. Let me try and wake these things up here, because they could have been kind of in a dorked state. Come on, man. Wyverns, leave me alone. I'm trying to help out your buddy. There, I'll just hit. Alright, yep, everything's mad. Knock them all out of the sky. Okay, so that guy... Okay, he's wandering. And he just went right into, like, attack mode. Damn it, I'm trying to, like... There we go. I've got to, like... There we go, hit them all. Okay, now they're all woken up. Oh, I'm like, how am I getting hit? I'm starving to death. Oh, okay, so it looks like, look around. Look around did not get rid of the, walking idle task. They're kind of fast. Vice, got a question for you. Are you a normal being? As in, you know, somewhat social norms? I guess so. Question is, do I care about a lot of them? But I suppose I'm a normal being. Okay, so that's Wander. I'm trying to, like, catch them when they're like, quote-unquote broken. I can't see what that is. GM2. Okay, so that's Wander. Okay, look around, look around. So they have walk still active on look around. Good. Okay, so let's go to look around. And we are continue execute. Here we go. Triggering animations. So if they are flying... Oh! Would you look at this? Okay, so we got flying and then we have idle. I get rid of idle fly as well. If they are on the ground and they are looking around, we also need to remove walk. That's what we have to do. All right, good. So look around, idle. Let's add this to the idle as well. Because if they're idling and they're on the ground, let's see else. Stop animation, walk. So when they're idle, I just want them to stand there, right? Unless they're flying, in which case they fly. Okay, so look around. And I think I went briefly to idle. Look around, wander. Okay, so their AI is, this is a lot better. Now let's go back into Eat My Biscuits mode. Let's make their animations faster. And let's make them just a little slower. They are They are too quick. I want them to be faster in the air than they are on the ground, right? That would make sense. So for speed, let's bump their speed down. Let's bump the animation speed up. Oh, you know what? You know what? The animation speed doesn't matter here. Let's lower their regular speed. Just for ground. I want to keep their flying pretty quick. We will go into Seek, and then down here, let's make it like a 3.5. Let's make it a 3.5. And we're gonna reload. Oh no, my question failed to send. I wanted to buy a gift for a certain person who has a baby recently, but I only know them over the internet. Is it weird to buy a birth gift for their baby? Not necessarily, just because you only know them over the internet. Yeah, that's what she said. Moobot, inappropriate. Yeah, just because you know them, you know, it's just like with you and I, right? You know, like I don't think it would be weird. You know the relationship that you have with them. For many years with the World of Warcraft, like one of my best friends was a dude who lived out in Utah. You know, like I played so much WoW with him, right? Like you still get to know each other. Just because you don't see each other in person doesn't mean anything. I think it's fine. I think for a baby gift, definitely see if they have a baby registry. I could tell you this much. Freaking diapers, man. Diapers, they go a long way. Yeah, it makes sense, right? Yeah. Because, I mean, you know, especially if you guys, like, talk all the time or something, you know what I mean? It definitely makes sense. I think I know who you're talking about. So the baby who's finally born? Is your friend about to have a lot of free time because babies sleep all the time? Yeah, was healthy. Oh, that's good. That is awesome. Let me tell you, man, some of the craziest, scariest stuff he's gonna go through. Definitely. But yeah, it's definitely not too weird. Not too weird at all. Okay, so they're a little faster now with their animations. I think that's pretty good. And the speed's pretty good too. You can get some distance from them. I was gonna say, what's that guy doing over there? He's actually walking. Okay, what is that? What is that Seek here? 3.5. It's a little slow. His animations just now. Juno Wood, oh, awesome creature, gonna lurk, yeah! Almost 2 weeks old, he said, oh, that's nice, that's nice. Let me tell you, those first nights, man, never forget it. Never forget. For us, we had the wrong size nipple on it, so we thought he was eating throughout the night and he wasn't getting anything from it, so he was just getting more and more angry. I remember it was like 4 in the morning, right? And then of course, like, you know, when I was at the hospital, they had this like cot. I would have been better sleeping on the floor. Like, it was the worst thing I've ever slept on. Yeah, and you think like, oh, I'm gonna get some sleep, child's gonna be in the, you know, their little crib, right, you know, sleep in the same room. Nope, because those baby stomachs are like no bigger than the size of an egg, right, or smaller, so they got have like almost like a couple hours, right, constant feeding. Sucks, man. I feel all of his pain, but I also know it's probably gonna be the best time for him. That's awesome. Oh, walk, fly. What was I looking at? It was Seek, right? What was it? 5.3. All right, Weverin. Let's take a look at that brain. So it's this guy. Oh. if it was already walking, it may not be redoing the walk animation with the new speed. Maybe instead of walk, we need a run animation. Let me see if this thing has a run. We got idle. Okay, we got idle, walk, death, fly speed, or speed fly, fly idle. What is this? Attack, hurt, sleep, run. We do have a run. Okay, I thought we had a run. So let me go back into Seek Entity. I will keep walk, but we will run the new animation of run as well. Do I have it registered? I know you don't have to do it here. Let me put in run, which means that the speed that I have it in is probably way too fast. Probably way too fast. Fly, idle, walk. Yeah, you know what? I don't have a run, so I will put in run here because I want a little more control over it. We're gonna do the add average, and then the ease out speed is going to be like very you know what? It'll be a 4. It'll be a 4. It'll be very quick. Let's reload. That was a nice thigh and or buttocks. Very nice. Look at that run. What is that? Oh, it's mixing with idle. We gotta look around. They're dancing. Yeah. Oh, they're dancing. All right, so we need to get rid of idle here, I suppose. Let's go back into Seek. I guess I do need to clear that out as well. It's not really going well here. And of course the animation's too fast. So let's go back up here. Yeah, it doesn't need to be that. Let's put it at a 1. There we go. Let's let him run into me here. Oh, so, okay, we can see that's the new one. 1 is not fast enough. Let's do like a 1.5. Alright, everyone, run into me. Reset your brains. Look at that guy skadooshing over there. There we go. So we got walk and run over there. So I'm gonna have to do something. Okay, that's a better... That guy is the poster child for it. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. So see how they are just wandering right now? Seek, okay. So they were just wandering. So let's go into wander. And let's shut off, we should do it with this as well. If run is playing, we need to shut run off here. We also need to, let's see, in here, if this is swimming. Okay, so that's flying brain. This is ground brain. If you're not swimming, then you need to be walking in this mindset. Same thing up here. You know what? If you are in the air at all, just don't try to run at all. So let's reset this guy. Let's let him run into me. We got the flying over there, so that's the flying seek, or that's the look around. All right, so look around. Here it is. Yep, so this is going to be the same thing. We have to stop, run, and stop, walk. I'm gonna have to do the same thing with the idle task as well. So we'll do that. All right, let's take a look at... There we go, that. All right, so everything should be a little better. So that guy, oh, Seek, duh. Seek flying, where is it? I gotta put it in here too. We gotta kill that animation. There we go. That should do it. There we go. So the people, the dragons that are like running after me right now, damn, they fly pretty fast. This thing is like keeping right up. And look, right there, feet are normal, normal walking, normal idle. They saw me, so they're coming back over. See, now they're idling. So this is what I would expect. Can you guys just like leave me the hell alone for a moment? Seriously, Reverence, that's crazy. Oh my god, what I want to make a weapon, a grappling hook, where like you could shoot it and then like pull things to you. Oh my god, that would be so cool to have, huh? Like, Scorpion, get over here. I could call it Death Grip. All right, you stop flying, buddy. There we go. Really? Another one? There you go. Make him fall to the ground. Aw, hi, Bingley. Is that thunder scary? Yeah. My little stinky kitty. Little stinky kitty. Alright. So, yeah, not bad. I think this is pretty good. Maybe they should pick the player up and drop them from a height. Nah, I don't want people to, you know, be too pissed off at me. I honestly, with Lycanites mobs, they had the rock that would do that. It would grab the player and then go high up in the sky and then drop them. It was the most annoying freaking mob in that whole thing. It was like the worst thing. It sounds good until that's like all they do. Because remember, it's an AI task, right? If it's available, they're going to want to do it. It's pretty bad. It's not a bad idea though, because I had thought about that, having like I like to have my, like, the creatures that I make to have abilities. Now, I wouldn't mind if they had something where, like, the mother or father would hunt for the hatchling, and when they hunt, I'll say this, and I've said it before, I freaking hated our last update. I hate the deer update. I wouldn't mind having these things just want to pick up a deer or a moose, or, right, you know, pick any four-legged creature with antlers that you want. Pick it way up high and then just drop it. Or they bring it to their young and then do an insta-kill to it. You know what I mean? Like... So it looks like, GM1. Oh, shit. Okay, idle walk 1. It's like I'm trying to catch these things. Yeah, it looks like they all have their walk. You know, I think walk is a little too fast now. Now that I have a run, wander walk animates a little too fast. Let's put it back at 0. That's better. That I think that's better. It's more like a lumbering that they're doing instead of, you know, speed, because that's still doing the old walk. That's the new. But you know what? We probably could do a little better. Let's make it just a little slower. They don't have anything to be. It's not like they're getting dressed to make it on time to get a bank loan or anything. All right, so this guy. This will be the new walk. Okay, I like that. It feels more casual. There we go. Not bad, not bad. When I talk with Verlia, I'm gonna talk to her about the walking. The body probably should bob up a little bit, like as it's taking its steps. That way, I think with that, it's gonna be like flawless. And I know she's working on different spike patterns in like the tail. Like I saw some of the previews, like the fins on the tail. Mwah. Freaking awesome. My God. Finley, I get it. I get it. Let's calm down, buddy. That'd be amazing. I hate the deer too. It was disappointing, right? You only get so many updates, and I thought, you know, the butterfly update was bad, but it was worse that like it was deer. It hits home for me a little more because I come from like redneck country, where like deer season would open up and like a lot of kids would be absent, right? All the families are like going deer hunting. So having the antler update, I'm like, oh, give me more drifters. How do we have all of these like four-legged like animals, right? Like deer and there's still only the regular drifter. You know what I mean? Like, it's terrible. Terrible. Okay, that's actually a pretty good animation speed too, because the feet are actually pretty good. All right. Oh, let's test all of this with water logic as well. I just want to make sure. Okay, so when it's dead, so nothing crazy's happening. Let's summon this underwater. So it's swimming, and it just decided to fly. So I put logic in here to where if they are in the water too long swimming, they have wings, they're just going to go into fly mode to get out of the water. So you're not gonna, I didn't want to see these things near like a lake or like on ocean side, and you see like, you know, 4 of these things like swimming for their lives, you know what I mean, like easy kills. They will find a way to, they will seek to get out of water, as you saw there. But if they, like the guy wandered back in, so if he's in the water too long, even just doing that, he's just gonna hop right into fly mode. Oh, and almost. I think I spawned that one in the block. There we go. Fly mode fixed them. There we go. Oh, I love the black dragon. Look at that black dragon. Oh my God. You know what? It reminds me of like Onyxia, you know, Onyxia. I love the freaking black dragon. Oh, red eyes. It's my favorite. My favorite color. I don't know what it is, but I kind of want to make a spear weapon. You know, make like a dragon knight kind of role play. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? You know what? I took until a few weeks ago for someone to find a bug with my mod that made the deer not drop antlers. Best bug right there. As in, they never dropped them using my butcher mod. So it took like 8 months for someone to notice or care. I love that. I love that so much. How did we get antlers from this? That person was either very, you know, very observant, or they really wanted some antlers. Really? Super cereal. Alright. So, let's think about this. So, I have most of the stuff done. So, these things are going to have a different sets of attack. While they're in the air, they're going to have a projectile. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to be a fireball or more of like an energy blast, like a generic energy blast. Because I'm kind of leaning away from the theme of fire, because with my magic mod, I want to have dragons that are themed for an element, so it doesn't make sense that, like, the fire dragons shoot fireballs, all the regular kind of wyverns and dragons, right? They shoot fireballs as well. Kind of makes fire... It makes water spells pretty good at that point. Antlers are worn by the creature like a saddle, thus didn't drop with the drops. Oh, you know what? That's actually kind of unique. Having it like that. Having to be like it's almost like an inventory item stat, right? And it just renders it. Okay, I can see why there's so many different types if they do it that way. Alright, I can see it. I can see it. You know what? I kind of hate them less now. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Because that's actually, that makes complete sense, and I think that's pretty clever. Yeah. So while flying, they will have the projectiles that they'll shoot at you. You know, of course, that just makes sense, you know, shooting balls and stuff, right? But if you knock them out of the sky, or if they go into, you know, ground mode for attack, then I want them to have a bite, and I want them to do like, you know, like they're on you, and then they tilt down and then breathe, like, not fire, right, but it'll be whatever the energy will be for an attack as well. That's also why I gave them that slim chance when their health is lower to get stunned, to want to quote-unquote flee for 5 minutes. A lot of dragons here. A lot of dargans. So, let's think about how are these things going to decide for themselves whether they want to be on the ground or in the air. I could set like a time thing and maybe pick a random time that ticks in between, like at the transition of like ground brain to flying brain, flying brain into ground brain. Maybe that would be the best way to do it, so there's like variety. Maybe? Because they're going to default, when they spawn, they default on the ground, right? So how long should it be until they fly? Maybe okay, let's start doing this, right? This is going to be ran not through an AI task. This is going to be right on the wyvern itself. I'm probably going to have to make another variable, and I will say last state transitioned timestamp. So when this thing is initialized, right, so let's go into here. When this is initialized, it's going to equal this dot world dot time, or elapsed time in milliseconds, right? Because I'm going to need to take a snapshot of what the time was when the thing first spawns. And now what I'm gonna have to do is probably... There's an easy way to do this. I think I know what it is. So let's go back up to the top. It's not what I wanted to open. Cool. So let's grab this variable here. I'm gonna scroll back to the bottom. So it's this. It's gonna be wait time. Time lapse for state transition. That's the last state transition time, not ED. That's gonna annoy me. If I don't fix it now, I'll read it and I'll be like, what was I doing? What was I thinking? Right, so now what I can do is go into the main thread here. And it should be pretty early on. I will say, let's put an if statement in here. And I will say, let's wait 10 seconds for our test. Every 10 seconds, I want this to switch from ground brain logic to flight brain logic. In here, I'm gonna have to say, if this dot is currently flying, do something else, do something, right? And this is going to be state transitions here. So if it is flying, let's shut off flying. And if it's not flying, let's shut it on, right? So every 10 seconds, let's shut down the game because I created not only a variable, but I also created a method. And I have to put this as not. We're gonna build. Success. I was gonna say, what's taking it so long? I want my money back! Hey, it's starting to get bright outside. I guess those thunderstorms are over. Okay, let's see. 10 seconds, all of these things should want to fly. Oh, yep, look at that. And just because they're in fly mode doesn't mean they're going to instantly go into their fly wander, right? But they did transition, so in about 10 seconds, they should stop again. Fly idle. Can't really tell. You know what? I just thought of it. Why don't I give them a launch? A little bit of a launch. Just a very quick launch here. So what I can do... I just got to see where I'm calling this. Time lapse, okay. What I will do... For the initial change, I will give them a little bit of a boost. I should also put a print statement in here so I can see when it's transitioning. You know what I mean? I'll just say ticking, and I'll dictate what the habitat is, so I can see if it's land or air. Land, air, land, air, air, land, air. Oh my god, it's like all over. It's spamming me hardcore. And that guy fell out of the sky, and he went back to flying. Out of the sky, back to flying. So 10 seconds isn't... Let's do 30 seconds. Let's do 30. And looks like this logger is completely useless because there's some things that are flying, there's some things that are not flying. It depends, you know what? It depends on what their state was before. Because I had a bunch of things that were flying in the background too. So this guy's walking. He's wandering. Not really working, huh? It's being weird. I feel bad. I think I need to kill all of these things. Because I can't tell when it's flying and when it's not. Because I see the motion getting applied, I think. Like that right there, I think that was the emotion being applied. Okay, so you're going into flight. So it should be every 30 seconds. Are you gonna make it or are you gonna fall? Let's give them a little bit more of a boost. It's just, it's so hard to tell right now. No wonder why I forgot to put the rest of this in. Oh. So no wonder why it's going back and forth. Like every frame it's rendering something new here. I need to reset that time lapse to start the 30-second timer. So it went to 30 seconds, and then it just kept saying fly, not fly, fly, not fly. Hey, look at that, huh? You know what? If this is currently flying, this would make sense. Let's turn that off. Maybe they don't need a boost. Bye, dragons! There we go. Oh, did it turn it off on them? Okay, so they all... Okay. Alright, so it looks like you're walking. You think you want to fly. Fly idle. I'm gonna focus on you. So it's about 30 seconds, right? 30 seconds. Seconds is a long time. Maybe I should put it back down to 10. Now that it's not like doing things like repeat. You know what? We'll split the difference. We'll make it 15. 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Can't believe I did that. Oh wait, I still did it wrong. Last swimming. It's not swimming. It's the this dot last transition state. That's the timestamp I need to reset. Oh my god. I didn't get a lot of sleep the past couple days. I'll just say that. Hey, look at that, huh? They all just like fix themselves. Yeah. Except for the guy that's dead. He's been doing the right thing the whole time. He's been doing the right thing this whole time. There we go. Transition to flight. So that was smooth, huh? And they decided to not fly. Oh, come on. How is that? That is smooth, huh? You're swimming. So as soon as he transitions, oh, see, those guys fell. This guy, yep, they're flying. I love that. Oh, man. You know, they're looking really cool, right? That takeoff too, it's like whoosh. Just wait till they're shooting fireballs and fire and biting people. We got to figure out where the saddle placement's going to be here. I'm thinking like right there on the main block, so when you mount on them. Because the head won't be like in the way too much. Whoops. All right, so now that we have this, I got to think how long should they be in the air to not be in the air? You know what I mean? I'm thinking I could get a random for this. I could do a random range with... I'm thinking let's do... We could do 45 seconds to like 2 minutes, right? Okay, so let's start this. Let's start this. So right down here, we will say long time to wait. Time to wait equals this dot world dot random. Next, we will say 45 seconds. Between 45 and 100, and we're going to multiply that by 1,000. And then I'm going to cast all of this as a long. Like, we got to static cast it to a long. So this ideally should take a random time, but... Ooh. This needs to be a global variable, because each time it refreshes, if I keep it here, it's going to keep redoing the same thing over and over. So the times are really going to be like whatever this minimum is, right? Like your window is pretty small. So what we need to do is say, let's go up top. I will give it a protected long. And I will say time to wait for state transition. This is going to be a classic set and get, and if I could spell protected right, that would be great. So when it first initializes, we'll take a timestamp here, and then I'll say this dot. Where's that logic? Here it is. Copy. Paste. I should probably be good and initialize the swim timestamp. Even though I do kind of do it anyways, it'd probably just be good to have a baseline. Right, so each time the creature spawns, it will take between 45 seconds to 1 minute and 20 seconds to swap its behavior. Right, and then what we need to do is say, when it swaps the behavior, we roll another new number for that individual creature, and then we also refresh that timestamp as well. So that means in here, I need to put in the state transition. Shut down the game. Yeah, random amount of time on ground or in air as a range is definitely the easiest implementation. Yeah. Now I can put AI tasks in that will do special things, right? Like I can have it to where if its health is low and it's like seeking you, or you know what I mean? Like it can start to look to do like a flee by air, in which case I would be able to trigger the brain, you know, to turn it on and off. We're going to have to add stuff to this when we get back in, because I also want it to where if it sees that it's above water, it doesn't transition back to ground to like fall into the water, right? I want it to see like, wait, there's water beneath me, or lava, water or lava, and I'm not to land. Oh God, I can make a fire dragon. Yeah, it's my favorite one. One of my favorite ones. I love the blue with the runes too. Oh God, it's so cool. Like the runic blue one. Leave it open for more complicated behaviors down the road. Yeah, yeah. So this is just going to be random, right? So this guy's a fresh guy. So between 45 seconds and 2 minutes, we should see him, well, transition. He's going to do his thing. Oh, and this is the male wyvern, right? We have a female wyvern, and the behaviors for the hatchling is probably going to be not as robust, but the mother's going to do the same thing here. Just kind of walking around. Look, it looks pretty good. I put some elbow grease into this. But this also did take me 2 days to complete so far, so this has been pretty quick. Come on, buddy. There we go. So it's in flight brain now. Oh, it's freaking majestic, huh? So it has a new random number, right? So now we're looking at 45 seconds to 2 minutes again. But just gonna kind of go, do what it needs to do. This also means if it's seeking you, it will, it could be doing melee attacks, and if it so happens to do the brain transition, it's just gonna like flap up into the sky in the middle of your fight, right? In which case you could hit it with spears or ranged, because you can knock these out of the sky. And it also rolls a random number that's weighted against the amount of damage that you actually did to it. So if you did 1 point of damage, you have like maybe a 5% chance, right, on that hit to knock it out of the sky. If you did 5 damage, you have a 25% chance to knock it out of the sky upon hit. Look at that. It like coasted a little there to like slow down. Zam! Alright, so it should be transitioning soon. There we go. You know what? That's actually not bad. I like that. I like that. Like, it just, like, went back. Like, it retracted its wings and, like, went back to the ground. Now look at it. Alright, so we got random brain here. Is there an ocean nearby? Kind of. I kind of don't want to leave this area. But we have to right now. Alright, let's go on a pilgrimage. Super fast. Where's the big body of water? Right there. That's a pretty good body of water. So these things, if they try and go in water, they will try to swim to the surface, right? But this guy's pretty deep underwater. See, flight's gonna help him, and he comes right back. Oh, it's the red dragon. I love this color red. Oh, it's so good. So he is going to eventually fall back into the water the way it currently is. Let's prevent that from happening. Oh, I got some messages here. Hold on 1 second. Uno momento. Oh, and let me check my cell phone. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, you know what? Here, I gotta send one message here. There we go. Now I can shut down a couple things here. There we go. Oh man, there's something in my eye. I have like an eyelash that has been rebellious, it seems. Like something happens and it's like a smack in the eye. It hurts. Excited for so excited to see the little fellas get a pet them. They look pretty damn cute. What I want to do is have one of them as like a magic familiar. Like they look pretty damn cute. Because it's not just like the big one shrunk down. Like it's got a little chunk to it. It's awesome. Definitely awesome. Switch to flying logic. Okay, so in here, where is it? Right up here. So state for transition. Let's say if I need to get positional information. Oh wait, let me check one more thing here. Uno momento. Oh no. What's it called? Here it is. All right, got it. So I'm going to have to say if this dot lock accessor, no, entity world, that's right, block accessor dot get rain height map. I believe, yeah, returns the topmost non-rain permeable position at given XYZ coordinate. This map is always updated after placing removing blocks. Note, this is meaningless to dimensions other than the normal world. Yeah, that. So this is what I want. Distance to rainfall. What is that? I think that's new. It returns a number of how many blocks away there is rainfall. Does a cheap 2D BFS up to 4 blocks away. Returns 999 if none was found within 4 blocks. That's pretty cool. All right, but this is what we need, basically. And then I need to put in the new position, right? So I have to get this dot sighted position. I think I need to... Oh, that's... and I got to do this dot as block position. So if this... I got to make this a little more complex. Let's copy this. So I need to see if there is a block... like what the block is in a particular position, which is going to be similar to this. It is going to be actually really similar to this. I'm going to copy this method. I'm going to paste it in. I'll say find block under entity if water, right? Or I'll say find water block under entity. Instead of find, I will say check for water block under entity. I knew I would wordsmith it enough to make sense. Which also means that I don't have to do anything else here. I can just literally in block position. Ooh. How the hell do I want to do this? Because I'm getting an integer for block position. And I'm using a sighted position thing. You know what? Let's use the sighted position. I don't need to pipe that stuff in because it needs to take a snapshot of where you are anyways to get that particular block. So New block position. Yeah, and it needs to be an int, so I think that's good. I'm gonna kind of normalize this a little bit in... Alright, so I'm gonna use this as my check. So we're gonna go back up here. I'm going to put another if... I'm gonna say another if statement here. I'm gonna say if this does not equal null. And I'm gonna copy this, and we're gonna paste this in, right? Because I need to get the rain height map at your position, so block position. And it's taking a block position, sided. There we go. Okay, so I had it wrong. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of that. And I gotta put in the entity so I could do this dot entity. You know what? I actually don't need the entity. I can just say this dot world block block accessor get block based on your sided position. There we go. You know, we can simplify this even further, because technically I don't have to input anything, unless I guess I want to manipulate it later on. I'll leave it. Okay, I'll leave it. So basically, I'm just going to do a check to see if there is a block underneath, and we're going to put a print statement in there for now. And I just want to say, I'll do like ticking, and then we are going to return what this particular block is. So what I can say is block test equals, and then pop in this method because it returns a block anyways. Oops. Now I can just do test dot name. I don't have to do the name. I want the ID. I want everything. Ticking, game block, water still. So it called it once, which was interesting. Oh, time-lapse state transition. Duh. So that just happened to time-lapse. That was actually really good. Let me see what it says next. You know what? Let's put in the positional information as well, because I want to make sure that it's actually getting the topmost block and not like the block right underneath it. So we are going to put a pipe in here so I can read the statement better, and I'm going to look to see what the height is of that block that it found. And we just wait now. And I shouldn't have more than one dragon or wyvern around, just because like I'm gonna get spammed with stuff as everything transitions. I want this to be a control, right? My favorite color, dragon. But you did notice that it did not transition its brain. There we go. It just tried it again. Block leaves grown still. Oh. I'm still getting other dragons. They're trickling in. Shoot, I think I have to do it by ID. So I gotta put in entity ID as well. This dot entity ID plus, and we'll put a, there we go, a colon right there. I'm gonna make it really stand out. All right, so I'm looking, well, that's the idea. 14,531, water still. Looks like 109. which is actually right here, right where the water is. That was 109. And it got upset, so it just flew out of the water anyways. Okay, so now what we need to do is finish the logic. Now that we see, yeah, brain turned off and it fell in the water. Now I have to come into here and I have to say... How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Because I don't think I could do a return, because if I just hit return, it's not gonna want to do anything else. So really, should this be the last thing that I call? And hope that there's nothing else that I need to, like, anchor. So let's delete this. Maybe that's what I need to do. I need this to be the boot. And then I could do a simple return. Bum, 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 doo, 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 doo. I can say if this dot, or if I say if test.code.path dot contains, what's the best way to do this? Because I can take a look at it by the string. Potential spam. Boom. You've been rejected. But let's take a look at water. Let's take a look at the in-game water and lava. If it's like a source block, I could do it by a block match, or I could do it by the registry name, right? If I put something like water in, it would get everything, but unfortunately, if someone made a block called a water-logged piece of wood or stone, or, you know, something like that, it would see water, and the Wyvern wouldn't want to land on it. So I gotta think what's the best way for, like, mod compatibility? Vintage story, assets. Boop. Block types. Alright, I need water, so what would that be? Overlay? Gravel, nope. Liquid, aha! Liquid! So let's look at lava. It looks like the class is block lava. Okay. What about lake ice? Block lake ice. Boiling water. So block waterfall or block water? Glacier, block glacier ice. Like, ice is fine. Like, I want it to land on ice. Snow block, I think snow is fine. Water is just waterfall or water, or block flowing water. So there's actually quite a few things that I'll look out for. I will do it by the blocks here. I will do a series of checks to see. That way, if someone makes a mod and they want to make gasoline and it's a liquid, or blood, or whatever they want to do, right? Salt or sweet water, whatever. As long as it's a water source block and they extend either lava or any of like the still or boiling or any kind of like water like that, it should just work. The Wyverns won't want to land in that stuff. So let's go back to this. I can say test is just gonna do some copy pasta here in this, or we're gonna copy and paste. So this will be waterfall. Couple more, and then we have the block water flowing. We had block lava. And what else we got here? Oats. What about salt water? That's already in the game? Yeah, it is. Salt water's right here, and it uses block waterfall, block water, or block flowing, or block water flowing. So I got salt water already. Boiling water takes the same stuff. And regular water, they all take the same kind of stuff. Alright, so glacier ice, since it's ice, I don't care. Lake ice, that's ice, I don't care. We already tested, I already put lava in here. It looks like there's only one type of lava for the block class. Finite fire, or finite spread liquid. Cool. Heat source. That's 12 heat. That's cool. I don't think I've really looked at fire, or lava. Lava anything is going to have the damage type of fire. Damage inside is 3. That's actually pretty respectable for lava. That's really respectable. It's got a temperature loss per meter. That's pretty cool. Draw type liquid. Anything else I care about? Gives off light. It's neat. No collision box. Got some particles. And what it looks like in your hand. That's pretty cool. All right, let's keep going. Packed glacier ice is fine. Snow, they can land on snow. It's fine. So I think that is everything here. So if it's any of these, return. Just stop what you're doing. Don't go any further. And again, if someone has a mod and they're extending these basic things to make their own liquid, it will just work. If there's like some kind of mod incompatibility because someone decided to rebuild the wheel and come up with their own custom block, whatever, blood, and it just extends block and they manually put all the stuff in, someone could tell me, and then I could easily come into here and then do a search based on like what that exact localized name is. And it would put it in the queue here. So... I'm thinking about the way this logic is. Maybe I don't need to have a return statement here. I could do something where... And I would have to, like, invert this. Right? I could say if... Will this work? Yeah, I think this will. So if this is not a water block and this is not, you know, lava or anything else, then we can come into here and do this. That way, because I was thinking, like, I would have to reset the transition state and re-randomize things. So I could do this. I think this is what I want to do right here. I think I got it. We'll get rid of that. So basically, it's time to transition, right? And then I do a reset of the transition properties because my thought is I don't want it to loop through and start wasting resources. And like, you know, 10 to 20 times a second, it's trying to call this to see if it could land again. I want it to just try it once and then just not run the logic again until the timer expires again for whatever random timer it picks up. And then what I'll do is I will say... And I'm thinking ahead, if we ever get dimensions or someone ends up making a mod where it's like a Skyblocks thing, this will kind of fix any issues there too. So basically, I'm going to check to see if there's a solid block under the entity. If there is not a solid block under the entity, I will have it not try to land, right? So these things aren't going to fall to their death into a void. they will continuously fly around if the world is like that, right? If there's like a void. But then I'll do, instead of test, now that it's proven, I will say block under creature. And then we'll do a bunch of like the block under creature. If it's not this and this and this and this, right? Then it proves that it's a block we can land on, in which case I'll see if it's flying, I'll shut off the brain. If it's not flying, we will allow it to fly. You know, it's funny because that's kind of not needed. It's not really needed. Why don't I do this? And no, I guess this is weird because like I think the way the code is like laid out, there's a handful of ways I can write this to where it's going to do 90% of what I want with a bug. And there's one true way to like test the way I want it to, you know, to test. Because what if there's a circumstance where, like, so what happens when it tries to fly, right? Is it not going to be able to fly? Because if it's already in the water, like if it spawns in the water, it will never go into fly mode like this. But I guess I don't care about that, right? I don't really care. Because of this. Within 6 seconds of it swimming, it's going to want to fly. So it's going to trigger it there. I just realized too, I do want another check here. So if it's alive and the time lapses, then go ahead and try. Which also means that I need to put something in here that says if this dot alive. So if this is not alive, oh shit! I forgot we got the bulk of that. So if this is dead, I will re-roll these random numbers. That way, because a dead creature that's not submerged in water is going to continuously try to fly, right? So that could be like a loop of... I just don't want to lag things out if I can help it. Cool. Oh, gonna head out. Hope you work it all out. Thanks, Oats. You're probably gone already, but have a good day. Talk to you sometime this weekend. There we go. So I think this is pretty damn good right here. Let's give it a try. I still don't like this. I don't like this. So I'm getting a block, right? Oh, you know what? You know why? Oh, duh. Let's cut this out. I only want to do this check if it's flying. So, if this is currently flying, and then we could do the block check. Which means I could cut this out. Okay, this is looking better. It's feeling better. And we'll cut this out, paste this in, right? So let's go through the logic, right? So it's time to do it. This thing's alive. We do our resets, and we check to see, first thing, is it flying? If it's flying, let's get a snapshot of the block underneath it, right? So if... I'll cut this out and paste this in. So if it's flying, right, and there is a valid block underneath it, then we can do a check of that block underneath and see, hey, as long as it's not water, it's not still water, it's not flowing water, it's not lava, then you can trigger the land. If not, it's going to just skip past this, right, and then be done. But if it's not flying, and the brain says, I want to fly, whether it be in the water, in a cage, right, whatever, fenced in, it's going to just fly up into the air and then start flying around. This is why it felt weird. I'm like, I'm doing checks on two different things, and I know one side doesn't need the check. That feels better. So let's save. Let's rebuild. Because I did some stuff there, right? I don't remember if I created any methods or did anything outside of a method. Created like a variable or something, but... Fresh slate. And we'll be waiting 45 seconds to a minute. Special weather statement. What? It's until 6 p.m. now? Okay, so the dragon's in the water, and he just flew right out because he doesn't like water. Slow my speed down a little bit. This guy's 14,531, so he's just flying. Oh wait, do I have that print statement in here still? Nope. So all I need is the entity ID. There we go. I just want to see the entity ID pop up. That way I know it tried to run the code. Okay. So we got some time here. Please just stay over the water. That's all I'm asking. There we go. That was the first check. It's 14,531. Yes. So it just tried to land, and it could not. See, it's trying to get close to the water, but see, it won't be able to like go into the water. See, it was trying to land. Now it's looks like it's increasing a bit. So it's just kind of gliding over the water. I should put some kind of logic in here too. These things I think can happily fly within, I think I gave it 25 or 30 blocks above ground. Yeah, see, now it's just kind of going up. I didn't want it to be like too high, but I also wanted it to be like if you're on a mountainside, right, and the thing sees you and it's level. It just tried to land again. It couldn't. Let's pull up the paint tool. Airbrush! Oh, good. Actually, I think it's going to go over land anyways. Whoops. Ha! There we go. And it triggered it again. Okay, so it was okay to land there. Now, if we undo what I just did, right? So this thing, another 45 seconds to 2 minutes, it's going to want to fly again. And since it's random, let's disable the tool. Oh, unless it goes in the water like it is. Oh, it wants to get out. Oh, too late. It's about 6 seconds right now, static 6 seconds, that if it's in the water swimming, if its feet are wet or it's submerged, it will just go into flying. Oh, this is freaking smooth. Now, what's going to happen, GM1? So it aggroes me. What if I'm in the water? It's trying. It would be shooting me with fireballs right now. Or energy balls. It's trying. Oh, I still have that logic to where if I interact with it, it disables whatever its brain's doing. There we go, and I wanted to get out. That's pretty damn good. So right now, I can get rid of this print statement. Let's go down to interact. I can shut off the manual interaction. I don't need it anymore because now the AI tasks can take over, right? Yeah, see, now I can try and hit it. If you do less than 1 point of damage, so if you hit it with your fist, you'll never be able to knock it down. Oh, 1 second. All right, I'm back. Give me 1 moment. Boop. All right, I should be good for probably 15 more minutes. The screen is shaking. Oh, it's because I'm like dying. Let's slash GM2. It's like my heart's beating. Where's my admin item? Oh, I don't have it in this mod. Shoot. Let's eat a bunch of vintage meat. Oh, of course I got one. Beep. Yum, 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 yum. There we go. Where'd that dragon go? Oh, it's just wandering. Cool, cool. I think next stream I will finish out this dragon, or this wyvern. I will do the AI tasks for attack. We need to make a projectile attack, a breath attack, an AoE breath attack, and a bite attack. Possibly a bite and a swipe attack. Maybe a tail swipe, that'd be pretty cool. But for now, I think I've smoothed out all of the logic. Like, this thing is not going to want to land because it's over water. Man, it looks so cool. Sweet. Definitely neat. It's a lizard! What do I want to do? What do I have time to do? I don't know. I could make an admin block for the mod. I probably should. I think it would help with testing. So let's do that. Let's make an admin block. Quit! You know, I think I can do this pretty quickly. If I go into one of my other mods that has this type of admin block, I call it the debug block. So I can copy this. We can go into block types, file explorer, paste it in. Let's show hidden things. We need to include it in the project. Debug block. This is going to be ML for Mythic Legends. Yeah, and I think that's it for that. So that's the block itself. Let's go into block, file explorer, crossbound magic, source common block, debug, paste that in, and over here, get the block entity, debug, paste. Just because I'm not sure if these were fully added, I'm going to exclude these from the project, and I'm going to re-include them. We need to change this right here, so this is Mythic Legends right there. .src .common .block. There's that one. Let's open this up. This is going to be block entity. Whoops. Just like that. I need to change this, ML. Update these. ML references. One, two, three. Oh, I'm gonna have to put in localization stuff, but that's fine. But this will tell us like the climate and the temperature, what time it is, the year. If we step in it, it will heal us as well. Yeah, that should be everything in there. ML. Let's change... oh, I already changed that. Good. In debug, yep, we got to change this. ML. So, hunger... this is the mana part. I don't need that. I want it to replenish everything else when you step in it. So it applies those buffs. Perfect. I'm going to change the name. Right there. Now I need to register these blocks. Block debug RM. What? LM. Using Mythic Legends. Yes, I want to use that. Why would I not want to use that? Perfect. Now we got to register the block entity class. What did I call it? Was it BE block? No, it's block entity. Show potential fixes. Yep, pull that in. Copy, paste. There we go. That's a little better. So those things are registered. And that should be all I need to do. Wait, I included them in the project, right? Yep. Okay. We can go back to hiding things that are not in my project. Let's build. Alright, so in the special tab, there it is. I gotta localize it. Mythic Legends, debug block. So let's go into the blocks. Oh, 1 second. So localization. Oh, okay. I didn't order anything. Okay, just on the table is fine. We have that plastic on the table, so it should protect it from water. Oh yeah, I don't know. On the floor is fine too. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you. Being relieved of dad duty. Feels good. Feels good to have a break. So language file stuff. I need to copy over stuff from debug. So let's go into blocks. Copy, paste. I like to put labels with it, so if someone is using the debug block, they know it's coming from my mod. There we go. So we have that. What else? I need the localization for... Yeah, the running localization all the time. Yeah, I need all of this stuff. These are block info messages, so I could do this under messages. And basically, if it says Rustbound Magic, replace it with Mythic Legends. Boop. Was there anything else? No, I think that's everything. So we're going to fireball that in. I'm going to reload the world. Now it should have everything localized, and I'll be able to use this block to make testing better. I think it only heals players. It doesn't heal creatures. I could end up changing that if I care enough to. All right, where's that admin block? There it is. So a basic thing, right? Mythic Legends debug block. If I put it down, look at all that information. Touch replenish health, hunger, stability, warmth, and mana. There's no mana in this. Guess I can close that out. And warmth. There we go. And that will take effect when I reload again, so it tells you it's running. That's the date and the time in the world, the outdoor temperature, and then all the light levels. And then those are light levels for this block position, like this particular position. So, not bad. Let's test it. Stand in it. Yep. Health gets replenished. It also replenishes your temporal stability, which is nice. Sweet! The deal! You can do reload lang. Oh, yeah, you know what? I probably could. You know, I think it may take me more time, because I know you could do it with, like, shaders, like reload shaders, I think, right? Or a reload shader, like, what, you know, whatever it is, but... I need that stuff, like, keybound. How you doing, the deal? GM2. Let's make it daytime. So yeah, this guy's been flying the whole time, so he does not want to land in water, which is good. Good. What do I want to do in my remaining time? I got like 7 minutes. Maybe if no, you know what? 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Doing great, thank you. Working on 1.20. Let me tell you, the 1.20 update, I felt a little shafted on the last one because I don't like antlers and the deer and stuff, right? So I was like, but the new update, oh my god, it looks awesome. Like the boats, it inspired me to redesign my Vice Machines mod. Because I want to use some of that new stuff, like the dual like entity like boxes, like as it's like moving around. Oh my god, so freaking cool! Oh, having like placing down like the chests and stuff. I can't wait to dig into that code. Oh man, yeah, new collisions. Yeah, it's that's something I really want to see. Let me tell you, when are we getting animated textures? When are we getting some animated It would make my magic mod so much easier to do. Like, instead of like particles, I'm like, oh, I could just do an animated texture to make it look like it's a rock that's being thrown, or... Yeah. No, the new update, though, looks awesome. Like, and it got me really excited when I saw the video of, like, you know, being on the elk. And then, like, the way the elk's, like, moving and, like, leaning into the turns and stuff. I'm like, oh, is that, like, pitch step? You know? Like, it's pretty cool. And then, like, going to, like, the boat. I want to see, like, did anything change? Because, like, you building the boat, right? Like, you had, like, the big box and, like, you kept, like, assembling it. And then it, like, went into the water. You know what? I want to be surprised. I don't want to know. I can't wait for the new update, though. I'm trying to position it to where, like, the magic mod rewrite is going to like kind of come around on 1.20. Wyverns will be available on 1.20 as well, and then at least that puts a timestamp on those two mods, so then I can focus on rewriting the machines mod for like the new kind of entity mounted kind of system. Aren't there some blocks that have animated textures? Not 100% sure at the moment. Well, they're not like animated textures. It's more like a ticking block, right? So you know what? I guess now that you say it, technically, I guess it could be an animated texture. If you, I'm just used to like Minecraft, right? Like you have like your texture string, right? Like your animated string. And then you had like the file to show like how fast you wanted to do it, right? You know what I mean? Something similar to that. Or custom shader and model render should also do that. That's a bit of work. You know, actually, that's what Nanotech has out there. He was working on like an animated texture thing, and he has the mod out there. It's definitely cool. My fear is like people put a lot of like the block down that's using it, and maybe it does things inefficiently, because it's basically you have to turn every block into a block entity, right? Because you have to put a ticker on it, you know. So like if it has a certain thing, it like, you know, it keeps like reskinning it over and over. So what's gonna happen when someone wants to build a castle out of that animated texture block? You know, like, I don't know what it would do, but I don't want the pitchforks pointed at me. Speaking of shaders, like I'm gonna have to redo the shape renderer for these guys and put a custom one in so I can have shaders on these guys. I want telltale signs, right? Like when it's ready to do its fire breath attack, I want you to see like the energy particles start to grow from it and then like shrink back down, and then it does, right? So it's like that visual indication of like it's triggering that particular ability. Right, little buddy? Am I right? Yeah, that may get intensive. Yeah, that's why I'm like, well, if there's like, you know what I want more than anything? I want dimensions. I want dimensions, not dimensions like we have them here, right? Where it's like, oh, it's a contraption, right? Like I want to be able to make a Rust world that you could teleport into with its own laws, right? Its own random generations. Honestly, I feel like if the game came out with that, right, to support things like that, it would ruin part of my life, because I would be making a Rust world. I would want to recreate a hellscape. I had an idea for the magic mod to where maybe you have your own sanctum area, right, that you could teleport into, and it's like your like base, right? You get to it through like a portal you can do like cast a spell with. So will 1.20 mountable dragons? Actually, yeah. These are going to be mountable. The mounts are going to be like right on the thick part of its back right there. There's going to be griffins as well, and I think actual dragons. Like these are the wyverns. There's going to be dragons. This is the male version. There is a female model as well. I've been working with Verlia. She did the model, and I've been like keying up the animations and doing all the logic and stuff on it. Her models are like unreal. Like they are so good, and the textures, oh god, it's good. Stay tuned for 1.20. Eventually the mini dimensions may get an update to allow for actual dimensions. Oh, that would be so freaking good. Oh my god. The mini dimensions were neat because when I first saw them, it made me think of, oh shoot, what was it called? Archimedes ships, right? Where like it made like its own like physics dimension, right? So you would like build the block, and then it would take a snapshot of those blocks to make your, you know, your ship, right? Like that's the first thing I thought of. So I read the text file, the like what the API like text file. You know, it's funny. I think I X'd it out a couple streams ago, but I've had it up for so long, just because I'd reread it every once in a while, and then I would dream about like Minecraft style dimensions. Yeah, that was the idea for that. I think we showed that in the devlog. Oh, really? I may have missed that devlog. So this thing should want to, well, if it triggered it here, it's going to reset its logic, so it's going to keep flying. Oh, you know what we could do? We could try and knock it out of the sky. Oh, I think I'm going to kill it. Yeah, I ended up killing it. There's a 25% chance with a weapon that does 5 hit points of damage. Oh, if I had my magic mod, I could resurrect his ass. Ignore your friend. Oh, the black dragon. I love the black dragon. So they're gonna get pissed soon because they're in the water. Yeah. Oh, he's trying to swim out of the water. I don't want to fly. Right. Looking pretty good. So there we go. So I knocked that guy out of the sky. I want to see if I can knock him out of the sky when they're in water. That's what I needed to check. So they are they're really deep, so what happens is they don't like the water, and see, after so long they go into fly mode so they can quickly get out. I did not want these things to be like stuck, you know, in the water. Oh, cool. So it does work. You can trigger them and like hit them, knock them out of the sky. There we go. Nice. Flying wolves. Yeah, they still need sounds. I'm debating on the textures, because if I make them mountable, which I am, right, the patterns are gonna matter, right? So I'm gonna have to save that information. I was looking today, Verlia, there's some like extra horns on some of these. There's like a back fin for the tail, so they will have some minor variants. But like if you see like the runed blue dragon, right, you know, like, or a wyvern, and you have this as your pet, I want that information saved on here so I can like pull it up, right, and access it. Yeah. There's still a lot to do. Next stream, yeah, because it looks like I gotta go. Next stream is going to be the attacks. We're gonna do a projectile fireball for now. I will mess with the shaders and make it more of a energy ball, because I do want to have, like, with my magic mod, different elemental wyverns and dragons. So it would be weird if, like, every monster, like every wyvern in this new mod shoots a fireball, and then the fire dragon shoots a fireball, right? It's too much fire. But yeah, all right. Let's find someone to raid. We made some really good progress. These things have logic to while they're in the water. They have two states of mind. They have the ground state of mind and the flying state of mind, and do transition between them on their own. They seek pretty darn well. They have their ground seek and the flying seek AI tasks that we custom made. They will only seek you if they have direct line of sight to you as well, so they're not going to smell you as they're flying in the air through thick walls and mountainside and then keep trying to fly directly into the mountain. They need to see you, so not too shabby. Made some good progress. Let's find someone to raid. Oh, Mischief is playing. I like watching him. We got a couple people. Oh, Mischief is playing Minecraft. I want to keep it with Vintage Story. You know, he uses the magic mod, the mana and artifice, right? That's a dangerous thing for me to watch, because I start to think like, I could replicate that and put that in my magic mod. And I know myself. I won't be able to help myself. Vintage Story. Who should we raid? I'm going to get dinner too. I'm going to Dave and Buster's. One opened up around here. I'm gonna play some games. I'm gonna eat some food there. It's gonna be great. Let's try and raid someone new. Drax Fantastic. Block building, no back seating. Looks like this dude's tunneling a little bit. Yeah, let's raid this guy. Someone new. Perfect. Raid! Alright, everyone. Thank you so much for watching me. This has been a pretty good stream. I think I will, I may live stream again a little later tonight when I get home. I may also, it may be something, I may do some Discord calls too. I've been doing that a lot, right? Where it's like you share your screen and you're kind of working and it's almost like a mini stream for your friends, right? Like I think that's pretty cool. Thanks for stopping by the do. I can't wait until the update. Hey Juno, thank you so much. Thank you for the stream. Love to see the progress. Yeah, I mean the progress too. You should have seen them yesterday. This is only day 2 of this mod. I made this mod fresh yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So the fact that we already have pretty advanced AI tasks and you know this logic it's pretty awesome. And this is going to transition to the Griffins and the other ground flying hybrid mountable things that we want to add. So yeah, just imagine what it's going to be like in another day or 2. The release for this may be pretty quick. But thank you so much, everyone. I will talk to you all later. I'm going to play some... I don't even know what Dave & Buster's have, but I bet it's cool. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a good one. Bye.